The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday morning. Happy Monday morning. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is up and at it this morning, making money, looking at their portfolios, and waking up happy, guys. It's a good Monday. Good way to start the week off. Everything seems to be looking good. Got some stuff to cover this morning. Definitely. We are on the rebound from all them lows that we went through, all the news we went through, all the lows we went through, everything that's going on, everything that went on and is going on currently in the markets seems to be shaking itself out. Everything seems to be leveling itself off, which is exactly where we want to be, exactly what should be going on. Is we just should be leveling ourselves out and coming out of that grind, right? So and that's what's going on right now, and that's what we want to see in the market. We want to see it doesn't have to be taken off. We just have to see some positivity in the market, and so some green days and some growth and some level and some stability, and that's where we're at. It is definitely Monday. It's been a great weekend. It's been a good weekend for the markets, for money making. So definitely like where we're at, like where we're going, and everything seems to be, doing what it needs to be doing right now. So, put a couple videos out yesterday. Go ahead and check them out. I put a video out about the top 5 altcoins that I'm holding going into this bull run, the ones that I'm not looking to sell at all. Also put a video out about the meme coins on Base that I think are going to be good. Because that Base chain is starting to kick up. The Base chain actually overtook Arbitron late last night as far as volume goes. So the Base chain over there on Coinbase, it just continues to grow. So there's going to be more meme coins dropping over there. There's going to be more projects dropping over there. So you definitely want to check that out. But I put a video out about the ones that I think are going to go and why I think that they're going to continue to run, or one that I think is going to actually make people make me a lot of money. At least I'm betting on it. So go ahead and check that one out as well. But definitely looking good this Monday morning, and that's what we want to see waking up to a Monday. Definitely don't want to see a whole bunch of red on a Monday, and markets are looking good, man. Everybody's starting to settle into what's coming their way. No rate increases coming, no interest rates cuts coming anytime soon. So, everybody seems to be settling in. Go ahead. What's up, Junior? Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning. Seiko, we're always working, baby. We work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, man. We're always working. We're always making money. 120, baby, all day, every day, all day, every day. So definitely always working, always on that grind. Give me $50. Give me $50. Mr. P, good morning, my brother. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Stewie launched over there on ape.store. Hope you're making some money, Mr. P. My bag looks good over there. I bought in at launch. Looks good. Selmo, what's going on, my brother right there? What is up? What is up? What is up? Everybody saying hi to each other. Love and appreciate that. Looks like we got about 20 people either watching the stream on YouTube or on the X platform. If you're watching it on YouTube, just go ahead and smash that like button. If you're watching it on X, go ahead and smash that heart button and smash that share button. Let everybody know we're live. Let everybody know we're live, So if you don't want to interact with the chat, then this is kind of how you show support for the channel. So just go ahead and do that. I love that. So, you don't always have to be interactive. Just, go show some love. So what we got? What we got going on this beautiful Monday? The Asian markets, they closed out okay. I mean, even though they were in the red a little bit, they were just in the red. They didn't bomb out, right? And that's the key. European markets started trading a little bit early, a little bit earlier. They look really, really, really good, and really solid. So we love to see the European markets look solid because they wake up a little bit before the United States markets and start trading, and usually that drives a lot of the crypto prices as well. You're coming off of that Asian market trading into European trading and then into United States trading. United States markets look really, really, really solid right now. So the pre-markets look solid. So we love to see that. Means that we're at least going to wake up to a positive day. These things can change in a heartbeat, but at least we're going to wake up to a positive day and start to move a little bit. Warren Buffett, guys, he put on his Berkshire Hathaway meeting this weekend. I know we don't get into a lot of stocks here, but stocks do drive the market. And, he had some positive news, just about the market overall in general. XRP settlement today. Yeah, it could happen today. There's rumors of it happening today. So there's some news that is happening today. The thing about the XRP settlement is I don't ever think it's been going on so long. I don't ever think it's over till it's over. But I hope that they settle today. In one of the top 5 altcoins that I'm holding for the bull run, XRP is one of them. I talked about that. I talked about that settlement. I talked about kind of how they sat out the last bull run because of the SEC lawsuit, and just kind of how I think the settlement's close. I think it's going to happen. But man, with that XRP case, I don't ever say it's over till it's over. It's been going on for so long. Just want it to be over. When it's over, I think I might pop some Crown Royal and and just sit back and chill. I don't even care what the price does at that point. Like when it's all over and it's all said and done, I think I just pop some Crown and ginger ale and just sit back and have a drink. Man, it's been freaking nuts, man. A long time coming. I know, and at that point, when it's like I said, when it's over, I don't even care what the price does for the first 24 hours. Just let it be over. Just let it be over. The IBIT stock right now, the ETF, which we got some very, very positive news about these ETFs as well that I'll go over with you guys today. Why is that important? We know that Bitcoin drives the market, and the more successful these ETFs are, the more successful Bitcoin is overall. So we got BlackRock's ETF, the IBIT. It's going to come in positive. It's going to open up positive today, 1.6%. 1.6% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're dealing with millions and millions and millions of dollars over there on the stock market, 1.6% increase is an absolute monster increase. You can take 1.6% increase and you can look at that, and that equates to about a 5 to 6x over here on the crypto market. So that's just how much money's running through the stock market versus running through crypto. When we come over here to crypto, guys, we look at about 2.2. Well, about 2.2. Let's call it 2.8. Oh, I'm sorry. It's called a $2.47 trillion market cap. It just went down to about 2.4 trillion dollar market cap. My bad. That's an increase of about a 2.28% in 24 hours. So the market cap's going up. It means people are buying crypto right now. Definitely, the Asian markets bought, and definitely the Europeans markets woke up and were bullish on crypto as well. The volume really suffered in cryptocurrency this whole weekend. I was watching the volume. The volume for crypto was down a lot. We're talking 40-50%, which affected some of the prices dramatically. But this morning it's definitely up. It's up about 1.21%. The volume's up. So, that's a good thing. That's a positive thing for the volume to be up on a Monday morning, because it suffered all weekend. It got the volume was rough, man. It was rough. Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index sitting at 58. Definitely a big push up from where we were when we were on here Friday, when it was at 47. So definitely people are starting to get a lot more bullish on Bitcoin right now. And I think it has a lot to do with these ETFs and some news that came out around them. So definitely the Bitcoin and Fear and Greed Index is definitely pushing to the upside. We got looks like we got around 37 people either over on X or on YouTube. Like I said, if you're on X, hit that share button, hit that heart button. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button. Appreciate it. Helps the channel out, helps push us up in the old algorithm. So we definitely appreciate that. So Bitcoin sitting right now at 64,250, to just change $64,260. It's down 1.5%. When I first woke up early this morning, it was actually at 65,000. So definitely taking a little bit of a pullback this morning, but that's pretty standard for Bitcoin. It'll fluctuate. It'll fluctuate about $1,000 throughout the day, up and down. Ethereum sitting at $3,158, up about 0.83% on the 24-hour. So not too bad. Ethereum's hanging in there. Elmo, what's going on? We didn't suffer. We didn't suffer. We didn't suffer. We made money. Nah, we made money, man. We made money, brother. It's all about making money all the time. It's all the time. What do we call on that platform? Yeah. The Ape.store platform, guys, man, we're making tons of money over there. And it's part of my plan today was to give you guys a look at that platform. We're making a lot of money over there. I keep trying to tell you guys to go over there and just play around a little bit, making tons of money, and making at least a couple $100 a day, which isn't bad. Ken, good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. How are you? How are you from the other side of the pond? It was actually early afternoon for you. So good early afternoon. But yeah, Ethereum's doing pretty well. Hanging in there throughout the weekend. Solana not doing too bad either. Back up in the 150s. So definitely like to see Solana back up in this 150 range. During this little bit of a recovery that we're in as far as the overall market. XRP sitting at 53 cents right now. Definitely up 1.5% today. People are anticipating a settlement coming today with XRP. We'll see if that happens. Like I said, this thing's been going on so long. When the settlement happens, I'm just going to pop some Crown Royal and ginger ale, sit back and chill out, because, man, definitely, it's been a long time. Dogecoin back on a run, back up to 16 cents. Dogecoin up 1.6%. Meme coins are actually flying off the charts right now, guys. The Book of Memes actually had a phenomenal weekend. The Book of Memes actually tore the charts up. Whiff tore the charts up. Pepe tore the charts up. Meme coins are absolutely rolling right now, and we'll have a look at them in just a second. Avalanche still at a bargain, $38.79, up 5.3% on a 24-hour. So Avalanche going on a little bit of a run, right now, but still under that $40 mark, Saw Biden So I hadn't put that. So I hadn't put that. Put that medical. Yeah, yeah. Biden's doing some things, man. They're all just trying to gain votes right now, man. I don't buy anything these guys are saying. When the XRP case settles, where's the settlement money? Where's the settlement money coming from? It's coming from escrow. Its settlement money's coming from escrow. They've already been leaking that out slowly, taking that off chain, off track already. It's definitely coming from escrow. Chainlink sitting at $15, guys. We're back up in the $15 range with Chainlink, baby. Definitely Chainlink hit that $20 mark at one point early on in the push up. Been kind of lagging there for a minute. But definitely on its way back up. 5.5% gain over the past 24 hours. So definitely with a major push up, moving up to the upside, guys. So love to see that. Polkadot also had a nice push to the upside at 3.9% gain over the past 24 hours. 500 mil over the weekend. Yeah, they've been leaking. They've been leaking that out, brother, out of escrow, man. It's one of these things where everybody should have anticipated it coming out of escrow, and they should have anticipated that being sold on an open market, but hopefully they sell it slowly on the open market. But definitely they're leaking that out of escrow. And we can, when we talk about the XRP case, really, we know what's going to happen. There's going to be a settlement. It's just a matter of how much, and we know that the money's going to come out of escrow. What I'm really looking at when it comes to the XRP case is the language that the judge writes, right? The language that he puts into the settlement, because there could be some very strong language inside of that settlement that can drive what happens with XRP moving forward. Like, that judge could actually come out and say, you need to get rid of your escrow account. You need to, do certain things with your project. So, that language is going to be more important than anything, because that language is going to drive a lot of what XRP has to do. And I think that's what they're fighting over right now. I think they're fighting over the settlement amount, but I also think that the lawyers are fighting over this language, because when you look at that, like, there could be some strong language in there. They didn't come home. Yeah. Yeah. So, that language is important. She Judge Torres. Yeah, she Judge Torres. It is Judge Torres. She's a she. I keep saying he, but she is a she. But that language is going to be important. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be mad if she came out and said to XRP, you have to burn your escrow account. You got to get rid of that, right? Or you have to also, get rid of a certain amount of tokens. Like, I wouldn't be mad if she came out and wrote that in the actual judgment itself, especially the escrow account. That's been a sore subject for a lot of XRP holders right there, is that escrow account. I don't necessarily know, and I'm not a lawyer by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't necessarily know if that escrow account that they have is legitimate. You know what I mean? I don't know if that meets the letter of the law when it comes to the United States. I think that account is in question, of how legitimate and how legal that really is. And I think that may come up in her ruling. I really do. But for XRP holders, it's not a bad thing if she says to them that they have to get rid of that account. It's really not a terrible thing. Actually, it's a bullish thing for the XRP holders, because then that allows for that amount of tokens that come out of escrow, all the time, and sometimes gets relocked and sometimes gets sold, it takes that question off the table. So, I'm not mad at her if she does that. I'm really not. I think it's actually a good thing for the XRP holders if that's written in there. Um, that escrow account's been draining conversation for a long time. It's just it's been a sore subject for a lot of people, including myself. Like, I don't necessarily like when projects sell tokens on the open market. I don't necessarily care for that. They call it development. I don't know. There's different ways to do that, you know. So we come over here to the meme coin world where we're making money, right? The meme coins are really driving these markets up. Uh, and you look at Dogecoin. Actually, we looked at Dogecoin. SHIB actually, it's hanging in there over the past 24 hours. It's not setting the world on fire like the rest of them. It's only up 0.9%. But listen, I'm telling you, there's some stuff coming out with SHIB. I keep trying to tell you guys from last week. I sat in that Discord conversation. I listened to the devs. I listened to the community. This whole restructure that they got going on right now, in this layer 3 that they're starting, that they want to come out with, and this whole, is it going to be Bone or K9? And K9's now the DAO token. Listen, it's a mess over there, guys. It's an absolute mess. Pepe doing its thing, up 4.4% in the last 24 hours. But look at this, up 26% on the week. Pepe has been on fire. Fuck SHIB. Yeah, they're in trouble. They're in trouble over there. I'm telling you. They blew it all. They blew it all, man. Oh man, and they keep launching tokens. That's the problem. Is they keep launching different tokens to do different things. You gotta be able to concentrate on one or two things and move forward. And they just, like, this whole treat and K9, and the leash holders are pissed because the metaverse isn't really going to happen, and they spent all that money on a leash token for the metaverse. Like, it's a mess over there. How many more? How many more fucking tokens? That's what I'm saying. Like, how many more tokens, man? They call it a restructure or reset or however they said it, but man, like, how many times are you going to reset? How many times are you going to restructure? I mean, come on, man. But the leash holders, they're pissed. The Bone holders are mad because they sold Bone as the gas token to Shibarium. Now they're talking about K9 possibly being a gas token to Shibarium, and now they're talking about building a whole layer 3. Like, it is just an absolute mess over there, man. It's bad, man. And listen, when I tell you them holders were mad, them holders were mad. And SHIB does this a lot, and I don't want to get on too much of a SHIB rant, but whenever they come out with news like this and the community's mad, they shut the Discord down and they open up a new Discord so that the chat goes away. So, and they did that again. Get layer 2. Yeah, get layer 2. That's what I'm saying. Get Shibarium working first before you drop a layer 3. But so yeah, they shut the Discord down. They open up a new Discord. But SHIB does that all the time. Every time they're mad, every time people are going off on them, they shut it down. They open up a new one. It's a mess, man. The second it launched, it was it was hacked. The second it launched, it was an epic failure. Shibarium was an epic. Shibarium was probably the biggest flawed launch of the year. The biggest flawed launch. I when they went to the Toronto Expo and they were going to launch Shibarium, and, like, I don't know what the hell that video was that they put out, but when they launched Shibarium, Like that was the biggest failed launch of the year. Like I didn't see anything bigger of a failure than that, right? Yeah, but the book of memes, look at we're up 9.5% right now on the 24-hour, 28% on the week, man. This token absolutely took off this weekend, man. It went on a straight rocket ship this weekend. So good, good for them guys, man. Like listen, I hold a small bag. My bag went nuts, and I was pretty happy about it, to tell you the truth. So not too bad, not too bad at all. I'll take it. Brett's getting hit right now. Down 3.1% on a 24-hour. Brett's taking a big pullback. The number one meme coin on base right now, as far as market cap goes, taking a big pullback. But we gotta see. There's a lot going on around Brett. There's a lot of back and forth about who owns Brett, who was airdropped Brett, who bought Brett early, who didn't buy, who called it, who didn't call it, man, and getting involved with that nonsense. But the people are paying the price right now. The people are paying the price. People that bought that are paying the price for that nonsense. So, like I said, I put a video out about the base chain. Go ahead, peep it, watch it. You guys will see what I think is what I think is bullish. Crow with a knife took off. Crow with a knife, literally, like I see that all over X, man, and that thing absolutely took off. And it's that Chronos blockchain, right? That the Chronos blockchain is going to start launching stuff, right? They're not just going to sit back and watch all the rest of these blockchains take all of this volume and they don't have something going on over there. So the Chronos chain will be just fine. It's but yeah, I see Crow with a knife. It's all over my timeline. Will Brett recover? I think so, Ken. I think Brett will be just fine. I think a pullback was necessary in Brett. How they got there through all this FUD and nonsense and craziness, it probably isn't a good thing, but I think Brett will be just fine. I still think that Brett will be the first $1 billion meme coin on the base chain. It's going to take a little bit longer for them to get there, but their market cap is so far away from everybody else's. I think that they'll still be the first $1 billion meme coin on base. Caesar call it. Yeah, Caesar. Caesar, I'm not, whatever side of the fence you fall on that, Scottish, good morning to you, Scottish, anyways. But whatever side of the fence you fall on that, right? But the bottom line is all this back and forth, it doesn't do anything for the token holders. Yeah, it's on Chronos. It doesn't do anything for the token holders. I'm bullish on base. Scottish, me too. I love the base chain. I think the base chain is gonna absolutely explode, Scottish. Yo, Scottish, if you're bullish on base, man, you should really take a look at the apestore.com. I mean ape.store, because man, we are absolutely killing it over there, getting into these tokens at $3 to $5 million market caps. We're watching them run up to $60,000 market caps and beyond. Some of them, it's a launch pad, and some of them are going to Uniswap, and they're hitting $1 million, they're hitting 500,000. You're getting in at 500K. I mean, 3K to 5K, man. It's crazy over there to watch some of this stuff happen. So yeah, I'm bullish on base too, man. I'm definitely bullish on base, Scottish, but I think base is going to be the chain for the bull run. I really do. It's got the stability of Ethereum with less gas fees, and it's cheaper. And go check that out though, Scottish, man. Ape.store, and I'll show it to you guys in a minute. But Definitely go check that out, because if you're bullish on the base chain, you can get into some of these things early. I mean, early with very, very, very low market caps. So the bubbles look good on a 24-hour, guys. On a daily, they look really good. Jupiter actually looks really phenomenal right now. Fetch, you know that the consolidation between Fetch, Singularity Net, and I forget the other one, are all coming together. So if you're looking for AI plays and you're in Fetch, you don't have to stop buying Fetch until after this whole thing comes together. Literally, if you're going to buy into that, if you're going to buy into that particular consolidation, you want to buy Fetch. Fetch is the one with the 1-for-1. It's going to be 1-for-1 when they come out with the new token. So all the rest of them is not going to be 1-for-1, but Fetch will. So if you're buying anything, buy Fetch. We talk about Pyth all the time. I actually added more Pyth during this downturn. It's up 7.9%. This to me is early Chainlink. You know what I mean? This to me is Chainlink when it just started. And I think Pyth is one or two partnerships away from absolutely exploding. We don't talk about it a lot, but I'm definitely invested in that. Jupiter up 9.2%. I love Jupiter. Radium sucks. Radium's terrible. Jupiter is really the only alternative to Radium, the only legitimate alternative to Radium, and fully outperforms Radium over there on the Solana blockchain. Jupiter is a great play. We got into Jupiter around 50 cents. I think it's up to where are we at? 116 right now, but we're buying it at 50 cents. I added more up. I don't usually DCA up into projects, but I did buy some more Jupiter up. But yeah, I really like where Jupiter is right now, especially in a market where their only competition is terrible. You guys know I took a position here in the graph. I like the graph for an AI play. Took a smaller position in the graph. Continue to grow that position. It's up 7.5% right now. It's cheap right now. It's only sitting at 30 cents today. I think the position that we took here on this channel when I got in was right around 25 cents, somewhere up in there. So definitely like the graph for an AI play. And Jasmy's actually doing some stuff with the graph, which is interesting. So Jasmine, is doing some stuff with the graph, and it's kind of interesting as to what they got going on over there. Yo, I'm clocking in. All right, Junior, man, have a good one, brother. So Big Wise dude, what's up? What's up, my big wise dude? What's up? Good morning. But I like what the graph's doing over there for AI play. I like the fact that they've actually linked up with Jasmine to do some stuff, like I was saying. I like the partnerships, guys. I really do like the partnerships. When people do that, it just shows a collaboration in the space in general, right? So I like it when projects collaborate. So what we got going on? Here's an article I was reading this morning. Kind of made me laugh a little bit. At the same time, made me think. People really this was true before, right? Sell in May and go away. The seasonality of crypto assets, return, blah blah blah. Basically, sell in May and come back after the summer and buy again. This was true. This used to be true. I don't think it's going to be true right now. I think people that read this article and do what this article says, sell in May and go away until after the summer, they're going to get wrecked. Because I think this is just my opinion. I think that this summer is actually going to be good for crypto. Am I saying that we're going to go on a monster run and it's going to light the world on fire? No, absolutely not. Not this summer, right? I think we're going to come off of this summer and then really push to the upside that's fourth quarter of the year, right? But I think people that get rid of their positions in May, they're gonna they're gonna regret it. That's just me, my opinion. I think they'll regret it. I don't think that they're gonna get back in after the summer with the position that they sold their position in May with, right? I think that this summer we're gonna kind of move to the upside a little bit. And people say sell in May, like these articles that come out like this, man, they're you know, I don't know, man, they're a little iffy, right? ADG check out the new CEX started on Solana called Soul CEX. I'll check it out. Big Watch, dude. I'll check it out. Send me a link. In X, and I'll look at it. I'm definitely all up for looking for new CEXs, man. I love CEXs, especially anyone that wants to improve the space. So I'm all about it. All about it, man. ADG. I'm getting bothered by this. By this narrative. I'm hearing about. That's crazy, Big Watch. You know, people talking about the bull run being over already. I mean, we haven't even started. Like, we're literally in the basement, right, of the bull run. Like, this is the basement. If you pull up the charts and you look at history, we're in the basement of the bull run. We haven't even touched the first step of the bull run yet. You know, people put this narrative out there because they one, don't know history, and two, they're trying to just shake you out of your position, right? They're trying to shake you out of the position that you currently hold. It's this narrative is about the bull run being over is literally so idiotic. It's so dumb. Like it holds. Prove it to me, right? Like, and when you ask people to prove it to you, they really can't prove it out, right? And that's a problem. They can't prove it out. And when you look at the bull run, we're not even touching $3 trillion on market cap yet, right? So how can you be in a bull run when you're not even touching the total cryptocurrency market cap that you touched in the last bull run? We have never been in a bull run where we've hit less than the prior bull run. That narrative is so far out of bounds that I don't even know how people are pushing that narrative. You know what I mean? Are we in a rally? I think we're in a rally. I think we're in a little bit of a rally, Ken, you know, right now, but a rally from what, right? We're a rally from the prior dip, right? So you're going to rally back up probably to, you know, I can see us rallying back up to right around 70K, right? But we'll probably see a pullback off of that 70K, a little bit of a pullback off of that 70K. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see a pullback down to 60K, right? You'll probably see a little bit of a pullback off of that 70K. But then you'll see another run up, right? And then you'll probably hit 75K on that next run up, right? You'll probably hit 75K on that next run up. You'll probably see a little pullback from 75K, hopefully down to like 70K. And then we'll see another run up to 80K. And then you'll hopefully pull it back down to 75, right? And that's kind of what you want to see, right? You want to see higher highs and higher lows is what you want to see when you're investing, because you know that people are going to take profits. You know that the market's going to pull back. Anybody that thinks that the market's just going to be green all the time and continue to run up, they're fooling themselves. They're ridiculous. They don't know what they're talking about. The only thing that you want to see is higher highs and higher lows. And as long as you see that, then you know 100% that the market is recovering. The market's in a bull run. The bull run didn't even start. That's what I'm saying, Samo. See, I think the bull run started, right? But I just think we're in the basement, right? I think we're in the basement. When you look at where we were at 15K Bitcoin, then 20K, then 30K, I think as we look back at history, we're going to say, okay, the bull run probably started right around 30K, right? But there's a difference between the bull run starting at 30K and the bull run actually being in full effect, right? I still think that we're in the warm-up circle of a race, right? The runners are just starting to warm up and stretch and all that stuff, right? So we're in the pregame. We're in the pregame of the bull market right now, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. Is we're just pregaming. But yeah, I don't know. Some people, they push their own narratives for a reason, man. And you got to understand, you got to ask yourself what their motive is. Uh, this bull run may start earlier than expected. I think we're going to see a huge uptick in the fourth quarter this year. I think we're going to see a monster run in the fourth quarter this year, and I think it's going to continue into 2025. And I think in 2025, that first quarter of 2025, you're going to see a lot of gains in that 2020, first and second quarter of 2025. Going. My plan is by the end of listen, I told you guys, my plan is by the end of 2025, if the market starts to really decline a little bit, my plan is to be completely out of all of my altcoins by then. And then I'll wait for, first of all, be financially, it should set us all financially stable if you set yourself up the right way. And then going into 2026, if the bull run doesn't get extended, you'll know that just by the market conditions, right? Because the bull run usually doesn't last as long as the bear market, right? You usually get that 12 to you usually get that 6 months of a big huge run, and then from there it's kind of you're just teetering down. But if it extends longer, I'll stay in it longer. If it doesn't, then my plan is to sell out of everything, blue chip wise, and move and just wait for the market to kind of tank itself out and go back in and rebuy the things that I think will run during the next bull run. And that's kind of how I'm gonna run it. 2025 XRP will be the XRP. People forget, like, it literally sat out of the last bull run. Like, because of the case, it sat out of the last bull. It didn't even participate. When you look at its all-time high of $3, that literally was 2 bull runs ago. All right, man. I'll look at it today. I hope not. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We got to put this thing in perspective, right? And I'm going to put it in perspective for you guys right now. And this is how I feel about this situation, right? Grayscale. They finally got some positivity on their ETF, right? 63 million worth in, the last couple days, right? Grayscale's ETF is the most expensive ETF out there, right? They got some positivity in the market. What does that mean? That just means that people are buying into this, and that means Grayscale, for as much as it dumped Bitcoin into the market time and time again and drove the price down, they're going to have to now come back, if this continues, to continue to rebuy at these prices, right? So I like that Grayscale's being successful. We should be rooting for these ETFs. We should, because they have to buy this Bitcoin on the open market. So we should be rooting for these things to be successful. We should be cheering them on. Because the more successful they are, the more these companies have to come in and buy this Bitcoin off the open market. So whether or not we agree with whether they should be here or shouldn't be here is irrelevant. The fact is that they're here, right? And because they're here, we really should figure out how that's going to drive our pockets, right? What's the best way for that to drive our pockets? And the best way for it to drive our pockets, because Bitcoin runs the whole market, is to make these things successful so that Bitcoin's price increases, so that the rest of the market's price increases, right? Let me give you some more reasons why I think that this bull run is closer than what we think. Hong Kong asset manager buys 112 million worth of US Bitcoin ETFs. Now we know that Hong Kong launched their own Bitcoin ETF, right? It's been somewhat successful, not as successful as we want, somewhat successful, and the Ethereum ETF hasn't launched yet, right? And it will. But look at these Hong Kong asset managers coming over here and buying up these US ETFs, man, at $112 million worth, right? That means that these ETF managers have to come over here and buy what? Buy Bitcoin to back this up. This is huge. This is huge for Bitcoin, right? And here's the other thing. Fidelity says pension funds are now exploring Bitcoin. Well, when you look into this, they're exploring Bitcoin as an ETF, right? Because it's the only way that you can get this into 401ks and 401bs and all the rest of these retirement plans is through an ETF, right? So Fidelity's coming out here now and saying, hey, look, we have a crap ton of retirement asset managers that are exploring adding these ETFs to their retirement plan. What does that mean? That means you're going to bring millions of people into Bitcoin that were never in Bitcoin. They're going to invest in it in a retirement plan. What does that mean? Let's say you're 20, right? And you invest in 20, 30, 40 years old and you're invested in Bitcoin in your ETF. You're not going to touch that until you're 65, 70 years old, right? So basically that Bitcoin is locked away in them retirement plans until these people decide to cash out of their retirement plans, right? So basically you're just locking Bitcoin away the more and more people add this to their retirement plan. Why is that important for the whole cryptocurrency market? It's simple. The better Bitcoin does, the better the whole cryptocurrency market does. It's literally that simple. Ethereum's not going to run if Bitcoin's not running, right? It's just how the market works. So these things, the more and more successful they are, the better off they are. And when you start talking about throwing these in pension plans, we talked about this a number of times. This is going to drive a lot of the price of Bitcoin. It's going to drive a lot of the market cap, right? So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at cryptocurrency market cap as a whole. And the bigger that market cap grows, the better off we are, the quicker we're going to get to the bull run, the quicker these other coins are going to run, the quicker Solana is going to run, the quicker Chainlink's going to run, the quicker XRP is going to run, the quicker all of the rest of these tokens are going to run. They're not going to run if Bitcoin's not running. If Bitcoin's not going crazy, the rest of these altcoins are not going to go crazy first. They're just not. I've been reading that U.S. investment. Okay. Yeah, they can. The U.S. investment firms can go outside of the United States and buy offshore, which means other countries, right? They can buy offshore and they can offer them to their higher end investors, right? So if you're a higher end investor with, let's say, a Schwab or a TD Ameritrade or whatever it is, you literally have access to more than your average investor has access to. So you have to be an accredited investor, right? So I'm an accredited investor with Fidelity, and I'm an accredited investor with TD Amerihouse, right? And if you're an accredited investor, you have access to a portfolio of stocks that the average, people don't trade on in, the open stock market, right? So I can literally go in there and trade internationally, and these brokerage houses actually can go overseas. They can buy these ETFs, they can buy different stocks, they can buy different companies overseas, and your accredited investors have access to buy them stocks through that brokerage account, and not have the majority of your money tied up in the United States stock market. It's just kind of how that works. But you have to be an accredited investor in order to have access to that, right? Which means that you have to have a certain amount of money sitting in your brokerage account, and you have to be trading a certain amount of money inside your brokerage account to be an accredited investor. So that's how that works. But yeah, they have access to that, Big Watch. They can trade anywhere. They can literally trade anywhere. Let's go ahead, man. Let's look at some of these. Let's look at some of these lower every single day. As you guys see, Juke, like we talked about Juke. G is XRP the exception to that rule. Can XRP run up after settlement? Yeah, XRP can run up after settlement. XRP can run up by itself. You can have that initial run up from XRP after the settlement, because people will FOMO in. People will FOMO in. They'll make the run up. Will XRP hit a new high after the settlement? Probably not. They're probably gonna, like I said, they sat out of the last bull run, right? So they have a lot of catching up to do, right? So I think after the settlement, what you're going to see is a lot of catching up. You're going to see that run up from that initial FOMO, from people coming in saying that the settlement's over. Finally, a lot of people are like me, like they just want to see this thing done. They want to see it over. They want to see it complete. They just don't. They're just, at some point you just get sick of hearing about it, right? Like at some point it just gets to be ridiculousness. And I think we're at the point of ridiculousness. And so I think that once it's settled and it's over, you're going to see that initial FOMO, people, really putting some money into it. And then you're going to see a level off. But you got to understand, people, that I'm a realist investor. Like I'm not going to sell you guys something that I don't believe in, right? So you got to understand that there's a lot of people sitting on a lot of XRP that are down, right? They bought during that $3 range, during that $2 range, during that dollar range, and they never bought anymore. So I'll throw some numbers out there. Let's say XRP goes to $3, right? There's a lot of people that sat on XRP for a long time, and are going to start taking profits probably at around $1, right? And they're probably going to take some more profits around $2, and they're probably going to take even more profits around $3, because and then understand the situation that XRP is in too. We were buying XRP at 33 cents, right? My average cost on XRP is 33 cents. So let's say that thing gets to $3.33. That's a 10x, right? So we'll deal with smaller numbers, right? Let's say you have $1,000 right now invested in XRP that you bought in at 33 cents. If it gets to $3.33, that is literally $10,000. You don't think that people are going to take profits off of that, right? So XRP is going to run up, and then it's going to level off, and then the market's going to run up again. And then XRP is gonna run again. It'll run again, but it definitely could run by itself without the rest of the market for that initial run up. That's crazy to know. to know there are people out there with $3 XRP. Yeah, there is. If you look at some of the wallets in XRP, right? Some of the bigger wallets, the big whale wallets, right? They were buying XRP at $1, at $2, at $3, and they didn't buy anymore. They just kind of been sitting on it, right? They just been sitting on their XRP, which isn't a bad thing if you believe in XRP and you believe that it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and you don't want to invest any more money. You just sit on it, right? But yeah, there's people literally out there that have been sitting on XRP since $1, $2, $3, right? But the numbers that we just went through, our average cost on this channel was 33 cents. At $3.33, you're a 10x away. That's a 10x for you. So if you invested $1,000, that's $10,000. If you invested $2,000, that's $20,000, right? You cannot expect people not to take profits off of that. So I would love for XRP to run up to its previous all-time high. Here's how I would love to see this thing play out. I'll tell you. Settlement comes in. XRP runs up to its all-time high. Previous all-time high, right around $3. People start to take profit. Drops right around 250. Gives people an entry point, right? Gives people an entry point that now want to FOMO in. Runs back up to that $3 range. Literally trades sideways for a little while until the market takes off again, and then when the market takes off again, you're going to see a huge influx into XRP. I'll never forget XRP was $1.09 when I first bought. Yeah, see, but big watch, like some people literally are hanging on to that price level. So, but that's how I would love to see this thing play out. XRP runs up to its previous all-time high because it sat out of the last bull run. That's very much a possibility, right? There's a lot of pent up trading in XRP, right? People cannot wait to trade XRP. They're just waiting for the right time, but they cannot wait to trade it, right? Whether that's buy it or sell it, right? Trading is trading, but people cannot wait. So I would love to see that run up, and then you're going to see a pullback, and then you see new people come in, right around that $2.50, that $2.50 range, run back up to $3, trade sideways, and then when that massive pump comes into a market, you're going to see a big inflow into XRP. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. There's too many people out there that have just been waiting to get into XRP. They've just been waiting for the right time. To get into XRP during this whole SEC case, like we did, and hold through all of that time, you got to have balls of steel. And most people don't. Most people will run away. You got to have balls of steel. You got to say, I'm willing to invest my money and let it sit here for a possible positive outcome. So we got the positive outcome that it was a commodity, right? That's what people were waiting for. Remember, it was 33 cents before that happened, right? So you got to have balls of steel to say, yep, I think that's going to happen, and it happened. And, so now you're waiting for that next push up. You're waiting for that next push up. Well, what's up? Good morning. Tim the mayor, what's going on? What's going on? So I think, you're going to see that. You're going to see that run up. You're going to see, and people like us that had that tight hold on XRP and were willing to hold through that process, you're going to reap at least a 10x benefit, if not more. What was the project's name? That is like Chainlink Pyth. Elmo Pyth. It is Let's see. The ticker on it is PYTH. Pyth. It's Solana play. They're running off of it's on a majority of exchanges though. Running off of they're running off. Damn, did I just go blank? They're doing a lot of what Chainlink's doing. They're just a couple partnerships away, but definitely it gives me early Chainlink vibes, almost. Tim comes up in this joint. Yeah, there it is. Big Watt said it. Pyth. XRP is not your average type of crypto. No, it's different, Selmo, but got to catch up. You know, the price action's got to catch up, and you know, people will trade it. You know, living the dream. We're all living the dream, brother. But yeah, so I really do think that the run up to $3 is incoming. I'll tell you guys that right now. Like if they can get this case out of the way, and they can get to a place where I still think that they need to do something with that escrow account. I'm hoping Judge Torres forces them to do something with that account. I don't think that account is healthy for the project, and I don't think that account is healthy for investors. It's a problem. That escrow account that XRP holds, as much as we love XRP, that escrow account is a problem. It's a problem. You know, like I remember, and here's how we sometimes don't put one and one together, and we dog on one project but allow another project to slide. I remember being invested in Terrarium, and people were pissed that the Terrarium devs were selling Terrarium on the community, right? Yes, it's a lower market cap play and they shouldn't have done it. It's bad, but legitimately, that escrow account allows XRP to do the same thing, right? So if one was bad, then they both have to be bad, right? So we got to put that in perspective. Not gonna happen. XRP is another ADA. ADA, I like where I can't wait. Maybe, but Seiko, I can't wait for Cardano literally to flip the switch on their whole blockchain and just open it up. And that's Cardano's problem, is they're too slow, they're too methodical, right? They have all of this technology, they have all of these partnerships. They need to flip the switch. And get moving. I can tell you there's people are getting restless in the end when it comes to Cardano. I can tell you, when you go listen to their community talk, they're getting restless at the end. I'm with you, Heat. Let's run this baby up. Let's go. I'm ready to run the market up. Let's go. There's something that's supposed to be taking place today. Yeah, they're talking about possible settlement today for XRP, and that's what's got the whole crypto world buzzing right now. I hope so, but the thing about it is, with me, is like I can't. I just want it to happen, you know. The market is exhausting, man, but you know, we love this market. This is what we do. You guys talking about a video on Jones G. I don't understand. I don't understand. Charles. Charles. I don't understand what Charles Hawkins got going on either. He opened it up, baby. Let's open ADA up. Open the floodgates up. Let's open that blockchain up. Let's see what it can do, and flip the switch on that bad boy. Let's see. I invested for well over for well over 2 years with ADA and XRP, and that was it. Yeah, I mean, literally, if you invested in ADA about 2 years ago, you're probably in the same place that you were today, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it kind of is what it is. So, but Jupe is doing well. Jupe's doing really well out here. Stewie's kind of made a push up had a couple buys, kind of made a push up. We talked about the book of memes and its push up over the weekend. Roost actually had a nice push to the upside as well. We talk about this one on a base chain a lot. I like this project just because their community is a bunch of OG SHIB holders and OG crypto holders, man. I like this community because they know how to hold the floor. They know how to hold. Back up to 2 cents, 2.9. They know how to hold. The big wallets know how to hold. So the floor is set here. The floor is set on this. And in my opinion, that floor is set. I like that. Pepe doing its thing, baby. You guys know I think Pepe is the zero killer, baby. I put a video out about that this weekend too. Like, I really think that Pepe is the zero killer, man. I think Pepe's going to do its thing in this market, in this bull market. It definitely is the zero killer. It went on a nice run over the past 5 days, and you can't discredit Pepe from this market. And if you do, man, you're crazy, man. You remember Pepe and Bonk have never been through a bull run before. People forget that. They've never been through a bull run. This is their first bull run. They built all of this in the nastiest bear market that you could be in. Just think, guys. A lot of us could be close to retiring. Yo, I'm with you, Scottish. A lot of people that are sitting on crypto right now that have gained through this nasty bear market and has stuck with it, like we have stuck with it, and just kept slowly putting money into this market, right? Whether in both meme coins and in blue chips. I don't think that if you've done that, I don't think that you realize how much money you're just waiting on. You're waiting on. That's it. You're just waiting for it. You know what I mean? I keep telling you guys that this bull run, I think, is going to be massive, life-changing, retirement, life-changing bull run. More money in the market than we've ever seen before. And I see people selling out of positions that I look at and go, and drink my coffee and go, really? You just did that? You just did that? You can't be leaving G's for years. No, you can't. There is a limit. There's a limit. But remember that this bear market was over 24 months old. We've been in this bear market for over 24 months, almost going on 3 years, right? So we've been accumulating crypto for almost 2 to 3 years in this market that's getting ready to pay off. It's going to pay off in this bull run. I believe it. But I believe that this bull run is going to actually change people's lives. If you just did it the right way and you invested and your dollar cost averaged and you had good positions and solid projects and you dollar cost average your way down. I'm not here to tell you what them projects are, right? Like, people invest in what you believe in, but if you believe in it enough, especially the blue chips, that you spent the time and you dollar cost average down, listen, you're about to be shocked. And especially people that have never been through a bull run before, when you wake up and you're looking at your portfolio and every token that you're holding is up 30, 40, 50% every single day, and you're just sitting here and you're basically sitting inside of a money printer, right? You're basically sitting inside of a money printer and you're going to yourself, holy cow, I can't believe this. I went to bed and I had $10,000 in this account, and I woke up today and now it's 25,000 while I was sleeping. If you haven't experienced that before, you're about to shock yourself. And especially, like, take Polkadot, for example. It's 85% off of its all-time high, sitting at $7. What are you going to do when you wake up one day and it's at $53? And you're looking at it and you're going, oh my God, I can't believe that I bought this at $6.50. I can't believe that I bought XRP at 33 cents. And now it's sitting at $50. I can't believe that I bought Chainlink at $6 and now it's sitting at $150, $200. I can't believe that I actually bought Pepe down here at 503 and it's sitting at 201. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that I bought Bonk where it is right now and I'm sitting on 1000x. Like, when you look at these particular things, you got to ask yourself, will that change my life? I got to catch up on all of the songs. They need to do a version. You guys talk about music, but yo, if you guys really do, this is life changing money that we're about to go into, guys. This is life changing, and you have got. And it's still not too late to set yourself up. If you go back and you look at these blue chips and you look at where they are right now and you look at their all-time high, they're still 60, 70, 80% of their off of their all-time high. ICP is a prime example. Polkadot's a prime example. Chainlink's a prime example. XRP is a prime example. Name the blue chip. They're 70 to 80% off of their all-time high. You can't tell me that you won't invest in one of them and take an 70 to 80% gain and be happy and know that won't pay some bills for you. Sean the Crypto Smith, leave streaming. Yeah, I think he gone, man. I think he gone. Man, if I didn't experience that, I know your phone. I know your phone number. Yeah, you do know my phone number, Ali. But yes, you do. Yeah, Al, you do know my phone number, brother. But yo, I mean, come on, man. I mean, think about it. I mean, we during the last bull run, like, we were invested in stuff, and portfolios were just going nuts, man. They were going nuts. My portfolio during the last bull run was absolutely crazy, going nuts, man. I come from the stock market, so I invested in the stock market for years. I've never seen gains in such of a short period of time like I seen in the last bull market in crypto ever in the stock market. Never have I seen gains like that. And it was daily. It was literally daily. So like I said, be ready, man. Be ready. Wondering if I was, man, it took him. Yo, yeah, he gone, man. He gone. You know, I ain't gonna speak ill upon nobody, man. That ain't what we do here. But yo, he gone, man. You gotta have a certain temperament to be on spaces and on streams. You gotta have a certain temperament. You gotta know that people are gonna talk about you. You got to know that people are going to talk about you. You got to know that things aren't always going to go your way. You got to know that you're always not going to please everybody. And you got to be cool with that. And you can't just be going off on people every time they don't every time they disagree with, something you're saying or something that you did. You just can't be going off on people. Like you got to be able to, you got to have a certain temperament, right? And that's why you see a lot of the people from the prior bull market, they're not here no more, because they can't deal with that. You gotta have, you gotta have a certain temperament, man. But yeah, MMAI took down a couple people, man. They definitely took down a couple people, couple good YouTubers, man. They took them down. Yeah, we're gonna go to the moon. This space, this space is tough, man. Canada is tough, man. This space is tough, man. This space is unlike any other space that I've ever been in before. Unlike the stock market, unlike futures trading, unlike FX trading. This space is completely different. This space can be brutal sometimes, but you got to have a certain temperament for that. And you know, and there's nothing wrong with playing the background, right? There's nothing wrong if you don't have that temperament. There's nothing wrong with playing the background and just being in the background and not being out front. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're making money. Like I don't care what you do as long as you're making money. I certainly couldn't do it. Yeah, Ken, you could do it, brother. You could do it. You could do it, man. It's tough. It's tough, but I love it. I love this, man. I love this crypto space, Big Watch. I'm with you, man. Man, you meet good people. You really do meet good people. There's a lot of bad people out there, but you meet good people. I've made great relationships in this space. I've met phenomenal people, like all of you guys, right? Great. You guys are great, man. Like we got a family. Like, and there's a family of streamers over here, right? Like you got Tubit, you got myself, you got Wadi, you got a bunch of people that have all come together and decided we're gonna do this thing the right way, right? You got a bunch of people that hold spaces that are good people. They're good people. And like you meet them, you talk to them, like, but then you get into this brutal space, right? This brutal space of people just tearing each other apart. And I don't have time for that. Time or energy for that. And that's why I like to stay over here in my own lane. You know, it's just I'm not going to tell you what to invest in. Oh, man, I lost over 30K on that token. Y'all, I lost a lot of money on MMAI as well. It's definitely not. We gotta laugh about it. We gotta joke about it. But at the end of the day, that was some fucked up shit, man. I don't know how else to say it. That was some shit right there. You know, I'm still holding on to. Listen, don't get me started, man, because you know how I feel about my $750 NFTs, man. My JPEGs that are sitting in my wallet. How I feel, you guys know how I feel about that. So I ain't even gonna get started on that, man. I got sold down the river on that one. Had us believing, even as content creators, right? People holding spaces, people making videos, stuff like that. They literally had us believing that this thing was up, running, ready to go, and that we're gonna be able to make some money off of these JPEGs that I'm holding in my wallet, man. I ain't made a dime. They ain't literally aren't even worth the picture that's on them. Crypto space is like crypto space is like porn. Oh, Ken, you crazy, man. But like you win some, you lose some. Like I literally took my money that I had left, and I'll tell you guys how I played it. I told you guys on the channel how I played it. I literally had the money. I literally took the money that I out of MMAI that I had left. I literally recouped what I could, after everybody sold on me and I was people's exit liquidity because I was dumb, you know, everybody sold on me. I let them. I took what I had left. I invested in Neroni, and I actually doubled my money. I actually more than doubled my money. I made my money back. So, it makes it a little bit easier to swallow when things like that happen. Um, but yeah, I mean, when you start pulling liquidity out of any project, I don't care what project you're in, the minute devs start pulling liquidity, that's the definition of a rug. That's the definition of a rug. Uh, Call it what you want, but that's what it is. Uh, uh, I made over 40K on MMA High when I dumped my last 800. Yes, I go. I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. Yeah, I think that is what does. What do you? Yeah, I don't know, Big Watch. I think there was a lot going on, man. I think there was a lot going on in that whole situation, and there was a lot there, man. Being behind the scenes, I can tell you, it was a very stressful situation. It was a very stressful situation, one that you usually don't get into now as you move your career more and more on into this YouTube world and things like that. You realize that situation was very stressful. It was very much a uncontrollable situation. The situation was never controlled. The situation was never um, put together in a way that it should have. There was a lot of what we thought were truths that weren't truths. There was a lot of manipulation. Um, so there was a lot going on. There was a lot going on. So, it was stressful. Yeah, paying the rent. But I mean, different situation. You know what I mean? My biggest loss was sitting on 250K. Saitama. Saitama. I got out of Saitama pretty good, man. I did good on Saitama. I didn't do as good as I should have on Saitama, but I definitely did good. I did decent on Terrarium, even though that they rugged. It was because and the only reason I did good on Terrarium, it was because how I played the pre-sale. I went into the pre-sale and I bought two different bags of exactly the right size, of exactly the same size. And on that second initial push up on Terrarium, I sold one of them pre-sale bags completely out, which let me ride my other bag completely for free. And when that whole Binance fiasco happened and I seen the chart absolutely crashing, I sold the whole second bag all in one shot, took price impact, everything, but I ended up coming out okay. And then as far as Saitama went, when we were when I was watching the live stream in Vegas, and all hell broke loose, and I seen Russ and everybody else looking down at their phone, I knew that they were selling, so I was going to sell too. Looking at the chart, you knew they weren't buying. But you live and learn. You do. You live and learn, especially in this game, man. Especially in this game. But yeah, when I say Tom, when they were all standing in Vegas and they were all looking down at their phones, and you see the chart literally crashing
you knew that they weren't buying. So I wasn't, I wasn't gonna sit around and sell. But you guys know I'm big on a base chain, guys. I'm telling you guys over here, like Ape Store is kind of where it's at when you get into these low market cap memes. Like here you got Ape sitting at 25.3K. This thing started at 3K. You can see these market caps at 2.9K. They even launched, you got Moon sitting here, which I think is going to be a great project, sitting at 6.5K right now. Started at 3K. I'm looking for the one token that launched today. Launched last night. There was actually a Caroline Ellison token that launched on here. That's not doing too bad. So you can literally come over here and buy these up at 2-3K market cap, and and right around 69K they get launched on a base chain. You look at this one right here. VEJ sitting at 25.3K market cap, could have got into this between 2 and 5K. So, this is where you're playing these at right now. And you can buy and sell these on here. You don't have to buy them and hold them. You literally can buy and sell. So if you get in at 2K and that thing runs up to 20K, you're sitting on a 10X. You'd be crazy not to take some profits, right? Well, you can buy and sell on here, but I love this because it's literally the base chain. And you're getting in. I've never been in projects with these low market caps and watched them run. And I've literally been in about 4 or 5 of these that actually went to Uniswap and did pretty well. I actually was in one that went up to 500K, and then I was in one that went up to 100K, and I was in one that that I got out of that ran up to $2 or $3 million. If I wouldn't have got out of it, I would have been freaking counting money, printing money, counting money. So here it is, guys. You look at this and you wonder how people get in so early. Well, they get in early on platforms like this, right? And these guys aren't paying me to say this. I'm just bringing this to you because this is a platform that I'm over here playing around with, right? So literally making some money on every single day. So when you look at this, there's opportunities over here. So I'm not telling you guys to go use it. I'm not telling you guys to do anything. I'm just telling you guys there's an opportunity to make money over there, and you probably should at least have a look at a place to go make some money. Share, guys. Yeah, like the stream, share the stream, guys. We're gonna get out of here for the day. I can't believe it's already 8:30, and your boy got to go do some payroll, but you got to actually finish payroll from Friday. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get out of here, man. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for watching the stream and hanging out with us. Listen, it says right now that I have 52 people in here between X and YouTube. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the heart button or whatever. Go ahead and show the channel some love. Kick us up in the old algorithm. I appreciate it. The channel will appreciate it. Go ahead. It's the least you guys can do for the channel, especially if you found a little bit of excitement in what happened today over here on the channel. At least hit the like button and show some love. But with that, guys, we'll be out of here. We have a space on Tuesday night, which will be going off at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And definitely we'll be back on here Wednesday morning talking about the market, talking about the news, looking at things. And hopefully the market will be up on Wednesday as well. And we'll be talking about even some more gains. So with that, you guys have a great night. Be safe out there. Be smart out there. Go get you guys some crypto. Go make you guys some money. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. We're all family here. And this is what we do. And let's until Tuesday night on Space and Wednesday morning on here. Let's go ahead. Let's get after it. Let's make that money, man. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Go make them dollars and count that bread. Bye.